To be interesting, be interested. Every person wants to feel seen. People want to be heard. They want to feel respected. They want to know their thoughts matter. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie is a book about how people can treat others with more care. The book is not about tricking people. It is not about being fake. It is about kindness, listening, respect, and better communication. Carnegie teaches that people often care most about their own needs, feelings, and problems. That does not make people bad. It makes them human. When someone feels valued, they are more likely to listen. When someone feels attacked, they often become closed off. The book became well known because it gives simple ways to build better relationships at home, school, work, and in daily life. It reminds readers that words matter, tone matters, a smile matters, a name matters. A small act of respect can change the way a conversation feels. In this video, Chapter Clarity explains the book in an easy-to-understand way. It does not replace the book. The full book or audiobook may be found through the links in the description. The first big idea is to avoid harsh criticism. Carnegie explains that most people do not like being blamed. When people feel judged, they often defend themselves instead of learning. This does not mean people should ignore bad choices. It means correction works better when it is calm, fair, and respectful. A parent, teacher, friend, or leader can speak honestly without making another person feel small. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen," a person might say, "Let's try this another way." The second sentence gives room to grow. The first one feels like an attack. Carnegie's point is simple. People change more easily when they feel safe enough to listen. One well-known idea from the book is that criticism can wound pride and stir resentment. In simple words, blame can make people angry before it makes them better. The second big idea is to show real interest in other people. Carnegie says a person can make more friends by being interested in others than by trying to make others interested in them. This is one of the book's best-known ideas. It means friendship starts with attention. Ask questions. Listen to the answers. Remember details. Use a person's name. A name may seem small, but to the person who owns it, it matters. When someone says a name with care, it can feel warm and respectful. Real interest is not nosy. It is not fake praise. It is simply noticing that another person has feelings, stories, worries, and hopes. For example, if a classmate talks about a soccer game, a kind reply might be, "How did the game go?" If a coworker mentions their child was sick, a caring reply later might be, "Is your child feeling better?" Small questions can show big care. This idea from the book is shared briefly for educational purposes. People enjoy talking with someone who truly listens. That is why listening is one of the strongest tools in the book. The third big idea is to make the other person feel valued. Carnegie teaches that people often want to feel useful, respected, and appreciated. A simple thank you can carry real weight when it is honest. Praise works best when it is clear and true. Instead of saying, "Good job," a person might say, "You explained that in a clear way." Instead of saying, "You're great," a person might say, "I noticed how patient you were today." True praise helps people know what they did well. The book also warns against empty flattery. Flattery means saying nice things only to get something. Appreciation means seeing real good in another person and saying it with care. There is a big difference. One feels fake, the other feels kind. Carnegie's message is that people often become warmer when they feel respected. A person does not need money, power, or a fancy title to show appreciation. They only need to pay attention. The fourth big idea is to guide others without forcing them. Carnegie explains that people do not like being ordered around. They are more open when they feel they have a choice. A strong leader does not always need to shout, push, or prove they are right. A strong leader can ask good questions. They can admit mistakes. They can let the other person save face. To save face means to protect someone from shame. For example, if someone makes a mistake in front of others, it may be kinder to correct them in private. This does not hide the problem. It protects the person's dignity. Carnegie also suggests starting with agreement when possible. If two people begin with what they share, the talk may stay calmer. A fight often grows when both sides only try to win. A better talk can begin with, "I see your point," or "We both want this to work." That does not mean every person will agree. It means respect can keep the door open. Influence in this book is not about control. It is about helping people want to move in a better direction. To wrap up, How to Win Friends and Influence People teaches that good relationships are built with care. The book's main ideas are simple, but they take practice. Do not rush to criticize. Show real interest. Give honest appreciation. Guide people with respect instead of force. Carnegie's advice works because it starts with a clear truth. People want to feel valued. A calm person can still speak clearly. A kind person can still set limits. A respectful person can still lead. The book does not say every problem can be fixed with a smile or a nice word. It says people often respond better when they feel heard, respected, and treated like human beings. In daily life, this can mean listening before speaking, thanking someone for real effort, using a person's name, or correcting a mistake without shame. The short version is this: better communication begins with caring about the other person, not just about winning the conversation.